Oops, did I quick stop?
Yeah, tomorrow the first.
Calm.
Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this could be an edifying and exhorting camp. You know, and there's a whole lot going on, man. You know, every single day there's something going on, you know, but what's hot in the news right now is that Russia just annexed, illegally, by the way. Well, they're saying it's illegally. He annexed 4 regions in Ukraine, which they say is about 18% of Ukraine, something like that. So now you have Ukraine trying to get in with NATO so that they could do the whole Article 5 and pretty much declare war on Russia. So it's a whole lot going on right now. You know, the Lord, he put a spirit on Putin to not back down, to not, you know, because they're saying that he's being humiliated, you know, by, you know, the Ukraine pretty much so-called whooping his ass, you know, because the U.S. has been heavily supplying him, you know. But pretty much, you know, you got that, you know, Hurricane Ian just swept through Florida. You know, the Lord brought judgment through Florida, you know, which it just hit SC, you know, where we at, but it ain't really doing too much, you know. But pretty much we coming into a time, man, where the Lord, you know, because you had that, what was that other hurricane called that swept through Puerto Rico and went, it was something like that. You had that hurricane that swept through Puerto Rico. Hey, the Lord jacking the tribes up, man. You know, he said he's going to start at his house first when he brings judgment. All right? Well, let's start off with, what you got?
Isaiah 13:4.
Yeah. We can start off with that. Get Jeremiah 28:8. Get also hold Jeremiah 51:2. You got it, bro.
God, Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 4, it says, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, and a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts mustered the host of the battle.
Yeah, so the Most High, he's orchestrating this battle. He's putting the pieces in the right place to bring the war of Armageddon, man. Or, you know, we call World War III. Because the Bible speaks about World War I, World War II, and World War III. All right? Said, behold, it's one scripture in Revelation that say the first war has passed. There come 2 more wars hereafter. Then in Revelation, the 11th chapter, it says the second war has passed. Behold, the third war coming quickly. And everybody know that this war is going to lead to a nuclear holocaust. Everybody knows that, man. And the Lord got a heavy spirit on Putin. Well, today he was threatening to use his nukes on America.
That's not fair.
You know, the spirit been on him heavy to speak about using his nukes, man. That's exactly how this war gonna play out. You know, they're gonna go down to the so-called Middle East. You know, the Lord gonna have, you know, all these armies gathered up over there, and then eventually, of course, we know the Karagma has to come, which the Karagma is here, man. You know, they getting ready to push that thing out. You know, what was it, like December 13th, where Biden had signed that executive order, you know, to do away with cash. You know, so they're getting ready to set up this central bank digital currency, and then the MOTB gonna follow suit, man. So we in that time, man, and the Lord, he's already getting the war ready. Okay, but you got it.
That was one on that. I had another one back there.
Okay.
Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood.
Yeah, that's how battles was in the ancient world, man. You had to get up close and personal, you know. And you know, if you was to use, which the brother Jonathan had spoke on it, a bow and arrow, pretty much you was considered, you know, they were looked down upon. And if they got you, they wasn't gonna keep you as a slave. They was gonna kill your ass, man. But that's looked at as being a coward. You know, for the most part, it was up close and personal. You know, you had to get out there on the front lines, man. You had to have, you know, strength to, you had to be in shape to, you know, hold that armor, you know, to move with that armor on you, you know, to swing that sword, to throw that shield up, you know, and when you were hitting your enemies, their blood was getting on you, man. It was real bloody and gory, man. You was seeing and hearing death right in your face.
And the king would be on the front line too.
Yep.
This is the first time in pretty much history that you can think of where they have, you know, all these governors and different rulers, and they sending, you know, just sending the young men to fight, and they hide somewhere else. Like King David, he was on the front line with his men. You know, Judas Maccabee, you know, these men were on the front line. You know, you even think about, you know, the movie 300. King Leonidas, he was on the front line with his men. You know, now you had guys back in, you know, in what was they at? Sparta, you know, and they were giving counsel, and those men were weak ass men. You know, the real men of war were out there on the battlefield, man. You know, and that show you hey, like the brother had mentioned, Esau he really has the spirit of a coward, man. You know, they like to send drone strikes, sniping and shit. You know,
pussy. You know, Esau. Hey, that's what he was blessed with, though. Hey, that's how they took down, you know, Gad and Reuben. They had to have the Gatling gun, man. They had to have something to where they didn't have to get close, and they could shoot bullets at you, man. You know, but see, that's how wars in the ancient world was. You had to, when you went to war, you got out there on the front lines, man. It won't no women either, man. It was all men that went to war. You know.
It says, verse 5 again, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire.
Yeah, so that's how World War III going to be. It's going to be with burning and fuel of fire, nuclear war. You know, so this ain't going to be a long war. You look at wars of old, like World War I was 5 years. You know, World War II was like what, like 4 years, something like that. You know,
sure it should be fun closet behind.
And you know, so a lot of, you know, in the past, wars, you know, took time, you know, but this is gonna be a quick war, man. This ain't gonna be a long 5-year, 6-7 year war. Because the Lord, He's already putting the spirit on the kings of the earth to want to use nukes, man. That's why even Kim Jong-un, he's been shooting off missiles, man. He been talking about nuking America. He pretty much he put in their decrees in North Korea that if he gets assassinated, that they have to shoot off their nukes automatically, man. You know? So, and then you got Iran, you know, they're trying to do this whole nuclear deal they've been trying to do. You know, this is getting to a point where they just gonna say, fuck it, man. No telling, Russia might supply them. You know? I speak as a man when I say that, but you know, we know how this war gonna play out. We know everybody gonna turn on America because what you have right now in the Nord Stream pipelines were exploded, man. And Russia is saying the United States did it. The United States is saying, oh, Russia might have did it, and everybody pointing the finger. NATO as a whole already said whoever pretty much it come out who did it, it's gonna be punishment, man. So let it come out that America did it, man. Everybody gonna look at America like, why would you do that? You know? So we seeing prophecy play out, man. We're seeing the Karagma, you know, getting ready to come on the scene, and we're seeing, you know, little by little, we're seeing the beast hate the Lord, man. You know, little by little, you know, because the EU, they're like, why the hell are we putting sanctions on Russia? Right. It's backfiring on us. So the EU is like, man, what the fuck? And the main one that's spearheading these sanctions is America, which the U.S. just slapped more sanctions on Russia for so-called illegally annexing this territory in Ukraine, which if Ukraine, you know, try to take back that territory, Russia said they're going to look at that as war on Russia, man. You know, so, hey, this war, hey, it's going to another stage, man. Real soon, they going to have to declare somehow, you know, it's going to be declared. A draft going to come. the stock market gonna crash. All hell gonna break loose, man. And they gonna push in eventually the MOTB. You know, the Caragua, man, the seal. So that was in there, right?
Yeah, and that whole illegal annexation shit, man, that just show you that these Edomites over here, speaking about these Western Edomites, they're fucking they're hypocrites. Because think about all the lands that America has taken by force, man. You know, it speaks about in the scriptures about this man, you know, oppressing a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. Even going back to the Northern Kingdom over here, hell, when Esau came over here, they illegally annexed this entire landmass, man. You know, so they're mad at Russia for doing what Edomites do, man.
Yeah, and Russia is calling them out on that shit, man. Like, they're saying, Putin was saying that America dropping atomic bombs on Japan during World War II. Putin said that pretty much gave everybody the green light to use nukes.
Right.
Because America, you did it first, man. See, you trying to control, you trying to tell Russia they can't do this, that, and the third, but everything they're doing, you did it. You know? So you're being exposed as hypocrites. Now, we ain't taking up for them Russians. They Edomites. They going into slavery, man. We just acknowledge that the Lord is using those so-called Russians to, ultimately that's biblical prophecy. The Lord is going to use, like it says in Ezekiel 37, man. No, 38. You know, the Lord is going to use them, which Apostle Tahar had brought out that when it say chief prince, that's Russia in the Hebrew, Rashar, chief prince, man. The Lord gonna use them to fight against America, man. That's how this war gonna play out. Which you gonna have China, Iran, North Korea, even, you know, once again, allies of America. It's gonna turn on America, which get Obadiah. Into the book of Obadiah. Esau, hey, because you know, a lot of books we don't, which we have what we need for salvation. But Esau, hey, you fucked up leaving the book of Obadiah in there. Cause that whole book go into your ass.
You would think it'll be the main one they'll take out.
Right. His proud ass was thinking, oh, it's just one chapter, you know. We that whole chapter flaming your ass, man. Yeah. That's how we know you gonna be exterminated after 1,000 years of slavery.
I'm about to say, yeah, it is. You can't overlook Obadiah because it's one chapter, you skip right past it.
Mm-hmm.
But we can get in.
Let's start at verse 1.
Right, it's Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Got it.
Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen. Thou art greatly despised.
Yeah, and this is going into Esau, Edom. Okay? But, you know, making a point, America, when these other nations think of America, they're thinking of you Edomites, man. You know? They're not thinking of Jake or any other heathens over here. They're thinking of the so-called white man, because this is, you know, he controls this country. So it say thou art greatly despised, you know, making a point. America is becoming greatly despised in the earth, man. You know, other nations are beginning to see that you are a hypocrite and you're weak. You know, remember America, they had failed 2 hypersonic missile tests, while Russia and China, they succeeded. And Russia, Putin already said that the nukes they have is more modern than what NATO has, because America, their top arsenal is, their top ICBM is called the Minuteman, and that's an intercontinental ballistic missile, meaning it has to go out into space, break apart, then come down, which America did. They say they successfully tested hypersonic missiles, which it could be a lie, you know, but pretty much what Russia and China have, their hypersonic missiles stay in the atmosphere, man. They don't go out into space and break apart and come down. They stay in the atmosphere, and they can dodge any if you have aerial defense systems, they can maneuver and dodge them, man. It makes them hard to shoot out the sky, and they're hard to detect. So Russia, he already know, like, look, we could beat y'all, but it's gonna be mutual assured destruction. You know, and the Lord is putting a spirit on Putin to not give a fuck. Because he got the most nukes in the world. You know, Russia, they have the most nuclear arsenal. And second after them is America. You know? But let's continue.
Alright, verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock.
The pride of your heart have deceived you, devils, man. Also hold Isaiah 47 by the shot. The pride of Esau's heart has deceived him, man. You know, he thought that he would rule forever, like it says, the brother about to get the chapter. I sit a lady forever. I shall not be a widow. You know, Esau thought he would never fall, man. Esau thought that we would never get to this point where the house of David is risen. You know, the men of the Lord is here. The prophets have been awakened. You know, he's saying that prophecy is coming to pass. That there is going to be a war. That that everything the prophets been bringing out is manifesting, man. Esau thought this would never happen. You know, you got it, bro. Which yeah, we gotta get into that, because that said a whole lot.
It says, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rock.
So we know this is referring to Esau, Edom, which they call themselves Caucasian, which Caucasian means what? Cave dweller. You know, Esau dwelt in the cleft of the rocks. When you look up Mount, it's not called Mount Sinai today, it's called Petra. When you look up Petra, it's in the clefts of the rocks, man. It's in some caves, man. And the sculpture, the way it's sculptured, looks just like how the White House looks, or you know how different structures look like in the Roman Empire, which proves that they are the same people coming back. You know? Yup. You got it, bro.
Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Yeah, so that's the thoughts of Esau Edom, man. He's saying, man, who gonna bring me down? And these devils don't fear Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, man. They don't fear the Most High. So that's why they think like that. Who gonna bring me down to the ground? You know, I got all this technology. I got nukes. I got stealth bombers. I got stealth jets. You know, I got nuclear capable submarines. I got satellites. I can see what's going on in the earth. This devil, hey, he didn't think that he would fall, man. And that's why when the Most High bring him down, you know, it's gonna be a great humiliation, man. Because the Most High has allowed these devils to be puffed up through their technology, but the technology that you have is like Lego toys compared to what the Most High got, man. You know, compared to what the chariots, the technology of the chariots, man. What you can't even describe that technology. You know, these are vehicles that can shoot into the water, can shoot into outer space, can shapeshift, teleport. Hey, it could be a big ass ship over us right now, and it could be disguised as a cloud, man. It could be there, and we don't even see it. Hey, the scriptures say the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. What's the eyes of the Lord? The chariots, the so-called UFOs, man, the angels.
Oh, another example of that too. NASA just sent up this rocket to try to crash into a so-called asteroid because they believe that it's what they call an alien spaceship cloaked as an asteroid. Which hey, it's possible, you know. Like it could cloak, like it has an outer shelling of a rock or something. Yeah. And they said it was long. Like it reminded me of Zechariah 5:1 about the flying robe. You know, so they said that's how it was shaped and shit. Yeah. But they tried to send a rocket into it. They even say like what happened to the shit.
Yeah, it probably see the chariot. It's been accounts. That's how you know the Most High is in control. Because there's been times in history where people feared nuclear war. You know, America. It came out that they tried to nuke China, man. But their nukes was pretty much malfunctioning. And they were saying that UFOs was doing it. You know? So the chariots, if they was to try to do that, they could just easily, you know, cause it to not happen or shoot it out the sky. But Esau wouldn't release that information, which the Pentagon, they already said that they have a whole lot of videos and pictures of so-called UFOs But they don't want to release them because it'll scare the people, man.
Right.
Which these people won't even see it. They can release it. These people won't even pay attention, man. They'll make jokes and memes about it on TikTok. But you gotta go.
All right. And it reads, verse 4. It says, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle,
Yep.
and though thou set thy nest among the stars,
Yep.
thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord.
And that Lord is in all caps, man. So the Lord said he gonna bring you down. Though you exalt yourself as the eagle, though you got all these skyscrapers, you got all these satellites, you know, they talking about weaponizing satellites, you know, the Lord gonna bring you, Yahweh Shai gonna bring you down, man. You know, that's the power that's gonna bring these Edomites down. And they know that they're gonna have to fight against the Lord, man. And that's why on the it's a new flag that came out. They have on the flag, they have a fighter jet, they have a World War II plane, they have a B-52 bomber, and then they have a UFO on that flag. You know? And that's why they have a branch in the military called the Space Force. Because they know that they're going to fight against Yahweh Shai and the angels. But these devils, they think they're going to win. That's why they make movies like Independence Day. And in that movie, it showed them shooting down the ship, taking it over. Man, that shit ain't happening, man. That's just Esau's vain imagination. Like the scriptures say, the Lord knoweth the thoughts of men that they are vain. That's a vain thought, thinking you're going to beat the power that created you, man. That's how proud this devil is, man. He actually thinks that he could beat the Most High. And don't tell him what type of thoughts they having, you know, with that CERN. They probably thinking, yeah, we could go into the spirit realm and we could take over the spirit realm. That's probably thoughts Esau be having, man. Thinking he could go into spiritual heaven and take over. That's how this devil thinks, man. The Most High gonna show you that you're nothing but a mere mortal, man. The basis of mortals. Scriptures call you the basis of men. What you got it, bro?
Verse 5. If these came to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have stolen till they had enough? If the grape gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? Verse 6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up?
Yeah, the Lord exposed you, man. And Esau is getting exposed on a regular, ultimately by the prophets, but then these other nations is exposing you, man. Yeah, they're saying, yeah, you did this, you did that. The same thing Russia is doing with Ukraine is the same thing you Americans did, man. Y'all did the same shit. Y'all went over there to Iraq, you know, talking about some, you know, brothers know what I'm speaking on. The 911, you know, the whole, you know, I don't want to say too much because they'll take the live stream down. But everybody know that was set up, man, for you to get over there and try to take that land. So America has been doing the same shit, but when somebody else does it, it's a problem. And that's why everybody is going to come together against you, man, and destroy you from off the face of the earth, according to biblical prophecy.
Yeah, America already has the most enemies in the world. Like, there was just some random video I saw, and they were talking about, like, between Russia and China and America. Like, America has far more enemies because of all these places they've invaded in the name of democracy. Like the brother named Iraq, you know, Afghanistan, Yemen, Syria, Somalia, Libya, Liberia. Like, the list is long as hell, man.
And the reason why, and see, these nations hate America, but they don't have the military might to take America down. That's why them seeing Russia come against America, it's gonna cause them to, like, yeah, take America down, do it. They gonna gas up people, man. You know? See, these weaker nations, they gonna be with it. Because they want to do what Russia gonna do to your ass, man. You know? And Russia, he already said that he's willing to help out poorer nations, man. He's willing to give them resources they need, you know, to set themselves up. You know? So real soon, people gonna look at Putin as the good guy, you know. And with Ukraine, you know, Putin, them territories he annexed. In that article he said, yeah, this is Russian territory forever. So that show that he ain't letting go of that territory, man. And if they try to take it back once again, that's pretty much waging war on Russia, man. And we're gonna see what's gonna happen. Lord willing, the Lord have it to where Ukraine jumps into NATO, and all out war breaks out, man. Which, it may, we just gotta wait and see. That's the beautiful thing about knowing the prophecies. We just gotta see how the Most High have it happen. But we know it ain't gonna be a nuclear war tomorrow. Okay, we know we still have the Charagma. Now, once they push that Charagma, okay, then we could, any day now, But you got it.
Verse 7, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border.
Yeah.
The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him.
Yeah, so, the nations that you did trade and business with is beginning to look down on you, man. It's beginning to turn on you. And there was an article that came out where China is saying that the U.S. has been doing major cyber attacks on them. Here it is, they keep saying that Russia and China is doing cyber attacks on America. America be doing cyber attacks, man. See, when some shit happens to America, America makes it, oh, this is inhumane, this is, going back to what Russia's doing to Ukraine, America, oh, there's children and women dying, and when you did the same shit,
Yeah, and because America being found to be sought out as being that hypocrite, man. All right, that's why Russia is taking hold to these smaller nations. Like the scriptures say that the earth mourns when wicked is in rulership.
Yeah.
All right, so even though Russians they're wicked ass Edomites too, but these Babylonian Edomites and the European Edomites take the icing off the cake. So all these other nations are gonna join unto Russia because it's that propaganda that's gonna go out. No, we taking the bully out. All right, we taking the wicked out.
And the Lord is doing all of this because of what you've done to his chosen nation, man. When you continue to read on in the chapter, which, that's pretty much all I wanted in Obadiah. But when you continue reading on, the Lord said because of the violence against our brother Jacob, that's what it all goes back to, what you've done to the Most High's chosen nation, man. To the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. That's why the Most High is orchestrating your destruction, man. The Lord said what in Zephaniah? He that toucheth you toucheth the apple of my eye, man. And the Most High never changed. We've always been his people, man. So he gonna send Yahweh Shah back to take you out of power, man. And Lord willing, when he elect, we gonna get delivered, and we gonna come down and gather the elites that was in control of all this shit and put them in slavery first, man. Because they are the main ones that financed and got rich off of the downfall of the tribes, man. So they gonna be the first ones to get their ass whooped. You got it, bro.
Can I get this Amos chapter 1 and 11? I'm gonna hit verse 12 too. All right, this Amos chapter 1 verse 11. Thus saith the Lord, for 3 transgressions of Edom, and for 4 I would not turn away the punishment thereof, because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever.
Yeah, forever, even until today. So the Lord, he already said he's not turning away your punishment. There's nothing you can do to get out of it, man. Even if the whole nation of Edom went on a 3-day fast, beg for mercy, it would be in vain. You've done so much wickedness. You've committed blasphemy against the Holy Spirit, man. You've done so much wickedness that the Most High gonna erase you after 1,000 years. Then you're gonna be the only nation to get erased. Here it is. Esau tried to erase us. He's been continuously trying to destroy the tribes, man. Trying to when you read Psalms 83, when it speaks about cutting us off from being a nation, they didn't want us to know who we are, but ultimately they wanted to erase us, man. They want us to be extinct. That's the hatred that Esau has for the 12 tribes, man. He don't even want to look at us, man. But see, it wasn't just Esau, them Egyptians tried to do the same thing. They tried to destroy all the men all the male babies in Israel. You know, that's why they gonna get whooped too. All these heathens going into slavery, but Esau Edom gonna get it the worst, and he gonna get erased after 1,000 years, man. And that's gonna be a beautiful ceremony, man. We're gonna have these other nations watching. You know, see, this is what's gonna happen. If you know, it's gonna be it's pretty much gonna be an example of what happens when you're wicked, like these Edomites, man. When you're wicked and you come against the Lord's people, you know, it's gonna put fear in all these nations, man. To see a whole nation done away with, that's never happened, man. A whole nation of people just get erased, man. You know, which we don't know exactly what's gonna happen to the experience. I heard the apostles say that most likely, you know, they're gonna come back through heathens, through another heathen nation. But the Most High, if he wanted, you know, he could destroy their spirits, man. If he wanted to, you know.
Yeah, that's what genocide is.
Yeah.
You know, that's what, like the brother mentioned, that's what Esau tried to do. You know, with Gad, you know, where they say they wiped out nearly 100 million Native Americans, so-called Native Americans. But see, it was the grace of the Lord, in fact, that they're the 12 tribes of Israel, that they weren't completely destroyed, man. Because it's written that there's going to be 12,000 Gadites, 12,000 Reubenites, and ultimately, hey, in the kingdom, you know, think about the 12 gates. All 12 tribes are going to be in rulership, so the Lord didn't allow Esau to just utterly destroy Gad. But you know, real genocide is what the brother was mentioning. But hey, after that 1,000-year period, we're gonna gather up all the Edomites, you know, the babies, the old people, you know, men, women, and child, and hey, it's just they burnt with fire, man.
Yup. Hey, and going back to what you said about Gad, that's how you know the Most High put bounds on Esau, man. Because if the Most High didn't step in and you know, the Most High didn't put bounds on Esau, man, all the tribes would have been extinct.
Yep.
Esau, man, the way he was killing Gad, man, the way, really, you know, he did it to all the tribes, you know. But, you know, hey, man, when he got Gad, man, when he finally conquered the tribes, because Esau, it wasn't no easy victory. You know, Esau was scared of the tribes, man. Esau knew that he was fighting against the people of the Lord. Yeah. But like it says in the book of Judith, which Apostle Tahar was speaking on it in one of his recent videos, these other nations know that if we're not in good grace with our power, they can do whatever they want to do to us, man. So Esau, he tried to erase us, man. But the Lord headed to where it didn't happen so that his word could be accomplished. His word could stand, man. Because like the scripture say, his word shall not return unto him void. Like the brother said, there's 12,000 sealed out of each tribe, man. So the Lord, he had to preserve, you know, the nation of Israel so that the elect can be here, man. You know?
And hey, that also goes into this whole landmass being cursed. Alright, because in the law it says that blood defileth the land. The only way you can cleanse that land of the blood is by the blood of him that shed it. Here it is, when Esau came over here, he persecuted all 12 tribes. Alright, lynched, raped, robbed, that's all he did. Alright, so when you see these Edomites talk about God bless America, and you wondering why you getting hit with all these fucking hurricanes and all these so-called natural disasters, hey, the Lord is causing these things. This place is condemned, it's cursed, and ultimately, it's going to be erased off the face of the earth by way of thermonuclear missiles, man.
The Lord, He's going to require all that blood on this land, man. And this land ain't going to never be inhabited again.
Yeah, I got it. I'm actually holding it. I was holding Malachi 4. Black, bro.
Yeah, this Amos 1 and 12. I'm going to hit 12 real quick. All right, continue on to that assured destruction. All right, it says, but I will send a fire upon Teman, which shall devour the palaces of Basra. You know, and Teman, the wise men, you know, the Lord said He's gonna take the wisdom from Teman. You know, Teman go back to the Germans. They the wisest of the Edomites, man. And through their technology, they're the ones that came up with the thermonuclear missiles. And through their technology, is what's being used today is going to ensure the destruction to Basra, which is known as Babylon right now. Right? Because the scriptures say that the Lord going to have a sacrifice in Basra.
Yeah, and the scriptures also say the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. So the same technology that the wicked came up, which ultimately the Most High gave it to him, you know, it's the same technology that's going to bring them down, man.
Yeah, and that's the spirit too, because I saw Apostle Rumlau was going into this. Basically, after World War II, and, you know, Germany had failed and whatnot, because what the brother's speaking about is called the Manhattan Project. You know, Albert Einstein and whatnot, and different scientists of that nature were behind that. And what happened was, after that, half of the scientists, these nuclear scientists, went to America, and the other half went to Russia. Mm-hmm. So there's no coincidence that you have these. Russia have, like the brother was mentioning earlier, they have the biggest bombs, and then they have the most. You know, and that goes into, see, the Lord is a million moves ahead of us, man. Before Russia was even going to be, you know, it was known that they were going to be that superpower to help destroy America. The Lord already had set it up, because the Lord said what? He created the smith that bloweth the coal, created the waster to destroy it. So, hey, you know, with half of those nuclear scientists going to Russia, they helped form that to help what? Destroy them, you know, destroy themselves, man.
So the Lord, like what the brother said, the Lord is always a billion moves ahead, man. Because the Most High, He knew all of this was going to happen before we was even created, man. He thought about all this before He even created Yahweh Shah, man. He thought about everything. He thought about how, you know, His creation. He thought about the first death, the second death. The Most High, this ain't something that just the Most High had to go to His drawing book. Okay, yeah, let me. He already knew this was going to happen.
Then you should go.
You know? So, like what the brother said, he a billion moves ahead. And see, Russia, they tested the largest nuclear bomb ever. It was called the Tsar bomb. And it was tested in like 1991 or 1981. It's one of somewhere around that time. And they said that the explosion was so massive that the mushroom cloud went higher than anything on the planet. It went higher than Mount Everest, man. And that was just one. So the missiles they have now, they can put like 10, 20 warheads on them, 25 warheads on them. So if the Tsar bomb did that much damage, imagine a missile with 20 warheads on it, what that would do, man. You know, in Russia, they have about 5,000, something like that, nukes, which the Lord said the number of the horsemen is 200,000, which is 200 million. So, no telling how the Most High gonna do His thing, you know, because they have something called a Hellfire missile, where it's a missile, and then when it explodes, it makes like 50 other missiles come out. So no telling, you know, what they have. You know, the Most High, that's how the Most High, he can do whatever. He could have them duplicate in midair. You know, it ain't nothing impossible to the Most High. You know, He can have it to where it happens, to where they duplicate into 200 million. You know, we know the Most High ain't a man that He should lie, so it's gonna be 200 million, man, like the scriptures say. That's gonna utterly destroy America, man. And best believe that was just a number the Most High just said it was gonna be. It could have been 300 million. It could have been 400 million. And it don't even take that many. The technology they have now, 20 of them things would do America good. But the Most High, He got to make an example. He got to show why He is to be feared. That's why He said 200 million. He gonna make a statement with Babylon the Great, man.
Hey, Russia
this place gonna get so fucked up that we ain't even gonna be able to recognize it in the kingdom, man. When we see this place, man, because it's gonna be a long period of time before the smoke clear up. But when it do, hey, it's just gonna be a big ass desert, man. Like the brother was saying, Putin said 4 of them could destroy the whole east coast of the United States, man. And see, NATO, they know that, you know, Putin already said he ain't bluffing. And it's coming out that the U.S. has been sending drones to try and find Russia's nuclear stockpile to try and disable. See, Esau's trying to stop it, but you can't stop the Most High, man. You can't stop. The scriptures say, who have resisted His will, man. What the Most High has ordained, man cannot stop it. All right? But that was it on that. What else was you holding again? Oh, yeah, that Jeremiah 51.
28 and 8.
Oh, yeah, Jeremiah 28 and 8. Yeah, let's get that 28 and 8 first, and then we're going to get into the Isaiah 47. Man. What else was you doing?
Malachi 4.
Okay, let's get this Jeremiah and Isaiah 47. You got it, man.
It's Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 8.
Uh-huh.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms,
Yup.
of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Yeah, and, you know, that's the job of the prophets, man, to prophesy against kingdoms, man. A lot of times the prophets will prophesy against, you know, our own people. You hear that happen, man? The Lord gonna destroy our land. He gonna send, you know, send y'all into captivity. You know? Or, you know, the prophets would prophesy against, you know, like you had Jonah prophesied against Nineveh. You had different prophets prophesying against different kingdoms. And it's no different today, man. America is a great kingdom. You think the Lord would leave America out of the Bible? No, man. America is in the Bible. But the Lord has it coded for the prophets, because if it said plain in the scriptures, America, Russia, if it said it plain, man, Esau would have destroyed the whole Bible, man. You know, the Lord had it coded this way because he already knew Esau would destroy certain books in the Bible. Esau would so-called taint it. But we still have the truth. We still have what we need to know for salvation. Okay? And America is known under many different names in the Bible. It's known as Babylon the Great. You know, the great whore that rideth upon the scarlet-colored beast. The daughter of Babylon. Babylon. You know, Sodom and Egypt. You know, where it's spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. You know, many names, man, America is known as in the scriptures. And in the Old Testament, a lot of times when it was speaking on Babylon, it was talking about America, man. It wasn't even talking about ancient Babylon. But that was a point on there. You got to do it.
Yeah, Malachi 4.
Oh, yeah.
God. Malachi chapter 4 and verse 1 says, "For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven."
Yeah, that shall burn as an oven, man. An oven is hot. You know? So the Lord is saying it's going to be a day that's going to come where it's going to be hot. Like it say in 2 Peter the 3rd chapter, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved and melt with fervent heat, man. This is the second death, the lake of fire. Okay? What people call hell is when that thermonuclear destruction hits America, man. It's going to look like a lake on fire. You know, Lord, when we're looking through the firmament, it's going to look like a lake on fire, man. You know? You got it.
And all the proud, yeah, and all that do wickedly shall be stumbled.
Yeah, all the proud gonna be stumbled, man. All you Edomites that's over here in America that make it to the return of our Lord, you're gonna be stubble. All you 2/3 that make it to the return of our Lord, you're gonna be stubble, man. You heathens that's over here, you make it to the return of our Lord, you're gonna be stubble. Alright? All gonna be stubble, man. Except the elect. The Lord said He gonna bring the 1/3 through the fire. Okay? Got it.
It says, "And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts,
Yep.
that it shall leave them neither root nor branch."
It shall leave them neither root nor branch. Because to kill a tree, you gotta pull the root out, or else it'll grow back. So the Lord is saying, look, you ain't coming back into power. That's what He's saying. You devils, you had your time, man. You ruled as the Greeks, the Romans. Now you ruling today. This is the second leg of the Roman Empire, the deadly wound that was healed that's spoken of in Revelation. Okay? The Lord, the Most High is a fair power, man. He gave everybody a chance to rule, even the wicked. He gave the basis of men. And here it is, the basis of men gonna say the so-called Negro is 3/5 of a man. You know? When you the base, you 1/5 of a man. You a beast, you know? So the Lord, He's fair, man. He allowed 2/3 to have their time. He allowed women to rule. Now it's time for the house of David to be that authority on the earth again, man. It's time for the tabernacle of David to be risen, to sit on thrones underneath Yahushua and King David, man. That's the righteous government that Yahushua is going to establish on the earth, man. Which the house of David is going to establish righteous order on the earth. It's going to fully enforce all 613 laws, statutes, and commandments on the earth, man. Now it's time for that to be set up. All right, the Lord, He allowed you wicked ass pasty devils to rule, man. Now we in your end time. We in the end of your kingdom.
Yeah, verse 2 and 3.
You got it?
Verse 2 it says, "But unto you that fear my name
Yep.
shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings.
Mm-hmm.
And ye shall go forth and grow up as cows of the stall. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts.
Yeah, because the Lord, the Most High, is doing this. It said the Lord of hosts, Yahweh of armies, man. He already had. Baba Kashar, real quick, get Isaiah 42:9 real quick. Isaiah 42:9, I believe that's it. The Most High, he already had your down. He already had your destruction mapped from the beginning. You know, you got it, bro.
All right, this is Isaiah chapter 42, verse 9. Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare before they spring forth. I tell you of them.
Yeah, so the Most High, he already had this mapped out, man. He said before they spring forth, I tell you of them, but that's not the one I was thinking of.
Let's think about 2 Ezra 9. Declaring the end from
No, Isaiah. It's Isaiah 46:10. What was you saying?
There was one in 2 Ezra 9 too. That the Lord spake of these things even the days that before thee even from the beginning.
Yeah, that's a good one, but this is the one I wanted right here. Start at verse 9 actually.
All right, this Isaiah chapter 46, verse 9. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am God, and there is none like me.
There's none like the Most High. That's why his name is what it is, Yahweh. He is. You know, he told Moses, my name is I am. There's nobody on the Most High's level, man. Everything that happens, the orders come from him. You know? The angels and demons tremble at his presence. You got it, bro. This is the point.
Verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure.
Yeah, so the Most High declared the end from the beginning, man. He said, what he say? He said, all my, what he say?
And I will do all my pleasure.
Yeah, he said, I will.
He said, my counsel shall stand. So everything that's been discussed in the heavens, man. Hey, the angels, the Most High put the angels on game what he wanted the angels to do.
Yeah.
All right, so everything already been set up, man. Everybody that's being judged, that was already been set up and written. You know?
Yeah, it's already sealed. That's why Esau thinking he can beat the Most High. The Most High already knew you was gonna think like that before he even created you. He created you to think like that. He created you to think that you could beat him. He created you to think that you're going to win against Yahweh and the angels. He put that in you. So that's why, you know, Esau boasting, thinking he ain't going to never get put out of power, man. You got no idea the power that you're opposing, man. And the power that you serve, Satan, he works for the Most High, man. Satan bowed down to the Most High.
He's the son of God.
And best believe when the Most High say, all right, Satan, your time is up. Satan ain't gonna speak back. Satan gonna be like, huh? And he gonna leave you devils, man. You know? So you can trust in Satan all you want to. He gonna turn on your ass. Hey, Satan is going to the Most High and reporting to the Most High everything the elites is doing. He's reporting everything that's happening. All the angels are reporting everything to the Most High, man. So the Most High, he said he declared the end from the beginning before he created, before he created Yahweh and Yahweh created everything. The Most High already thought about this, man. He already thought about his chosen people. You know, it's a scripture. I tried to find it a while ago. I had read it. I can't find it. The Most High said, I will be a father to them. They will be my sons. He already had this planned out, man. That there would be a chosen people unto himself. Everything, like Elder Kazak said one time, everything that's happening right now is the Most High thoughts playing out. That's why the scriptures say, man's goings are the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? Everything we do is already programmed for us to do. There's nothing we can do that wasn't already programmed to happen, man. You know?
There's no such thing as free will, man.
Nope. That's why the scriptures say when deep sleep falls upon a man, the Lord sealeth their instruction, man. So everything that happens was already ordained to happen. You know, brothers coming into the truth, this was written. Lord willing, we endure to the end. You know, because many are called, few are chosen. But everything was already written in stone, man. That's why John the Revelator, the visions he was seeing 2,000 years ago, it's going to happen exactly the way he saw it, man. Exactly the way he saw it. You know, it ain't going to be no change in plan. It's going to be how he saw it, man. No man may buy or sell, say he that had the mark. That's going to happen. He saw the stars of heaven fall to the earth. He saw the heavens rolled as a scroll. He saw the same thing Isaiah saw, man. Jeremiah, all the different prophets, they saw the nuclear destruction. All right? But let's get into this Isaiah 47. You can start at verse 1.
God, Isaiah chapter 47 and verse 1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon.
Yeah, and this is referring to America. So that's another way. That's another word for America, virgin daughter of Babylon. You got it, bro.
Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans.
Yo, there is no throne, meaning you about to be put out of power, man. Yahweh Shai gonna smack your ass off the throne, man. You know, he gonna smack you. I mean, I'm being facetious, but he gonna, the scripture say, on his head with many crowns. He gonna take the kingdom from you. Ultimately, Yahweh Shai blessed Esau. You know, Yahweh Shai was Isaac in one of his past lives. And what did Isaac do? Isaac blessed Esau with the blessing that he's in now. The blessing of the sword. You know? So Yahweh Shai, the blessing he gave you as Isaac, he's coming to take from you, man. You got it.
It says, but thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, thou shalt be no more be called tender and delicate, man. Because all of these wars was always fought in another land. You know, these major world wars were fought in other lands, man. But see, this time America is gonna get touched, which is gonna. Did you just read it? That's what
Yeah.
Read it here.
So it says, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, you ain't gonna no longer be untouched, man. You got it.
Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thighs, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yeah, thy shame shall be seen.
Yeah, so your nakedness is being uncovered. Your shame is being seen, man. You're being exposed. Here it is. America try to make themselves seem like, yeah, we the good guy. You know, we got the world's most powerful military. You know, we stop evil. You know, you're being exposed as being hypocrites, man. And you so-called white people, you're being exposed as the Edomites of the Bible. That's who you are. You're not white. You're red. And that's what Edom means. Edom means red, man. Okay, the Lord, he called you so-called white people, he called you red, man. He named a nation, and that's how you know the Most High is the ultimate Jake, man. He named a nation red. Edom. Or Esau wasted away his heat.
Which he both, man.
Yep.
Those are both known and owned.
Yup, no one owns it. Yup.
He gonna be wasted away.
We the only people with the best title, man. Yashar Allah. He Prince God. Sons of the Most High. You know, his beloved nation, man. He likened us into a delicate, comely woman. But you Edomites, he just called you red. The wicked. That's another term for Esau Edom. The wicked. That's what they know as.
The people against whom the Lord has
Indignation forever, yeah. You got it.
Hey, you know, if I, you know, these devils, they don't want to be, they don't want to be known as them.
Right.
Hey, who would? You know,
right, yeah.
These are the only people on the earth who the Lord just absolutely despises. You know,
hates them.
Hates them so much that He's gonna destroy them, man.
Yep.
Everybody else, like the brother been mentioning earlier in camp, there's no end to the rest of the people.
Yeah.
You know, Elam gonna be here with their goofy asses. Ham gonna be here, Moab and Ammon and whatnot, and they're gonna be under our rule. You know, they're gonna live by our laws. But hey, you know, the ones that can't do right, you know, Esau, Edom, they're not gonna. They'll never learn, man. We can beat the shit out of them for 100 million years. They're never gonna get it because the Lord wired them to be the wicked, man.
Created them to be that way.
Can He do good that is accustomed to do evil?
Exactly.
You know?
Exactly, man. Exactly. And people all on this Jeffrey Dahmer wave right now, man. That's the average Edomite, man.
Right.
That's the average Edomite, man. Esau been doing shit like that.
Hey, the daddy said he had them thoughts, the same thoughts, man.
Wow.
Which just means that
They doing it too.
you know, if he wasn't doing it because he was trying to, you know, a part of that calmed him down was the fact that they called themselves Christians.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of dimmed that a little bit. But see, Jeffrey, he acted on that shit.
Yeah.
But the father came out and said, I had these same thoughts.
Yeah.
He just didn't. And I could imagine the average Edomite has those
they
thoughts.
think
man.
like that, man. These Edomites, man, especially the ones in high positions, man. Hey, even when you go back to different Caesars and leaders and governors in Rome, man, they was doing that shit, man. Popping little boys, swimming with little boys.
Yeah.
You know? So Esau been doing that shit, man. In slavery, they was doing that. Popping, the little girls was like 8 years old, man. 9 years old, Esau popping them, man. So this Esau as a whole is wicked, man. You know?
Hey, that's why it says you go. What is it? The Maccabees about once Alexander came into power, the four generals under him,
evils multiplied
in the earth, man.
Yep.
You know,
But they the same people, man. When Esau is in power, wickedness spreads. Because Esau, he looks at wickedness as righteousness, and he looks at righteousness as wickedness, man. A man, that's why this is total hell for us, man. It's total oppression because he don't look at men as being the head, and especially the Israelite man. He wants women to be in ruler positions, man. You know, but what was it I was gonna say? Oh yeah, so yeah, even they women gonna be done away with, cause we're gonna pop Edomite women, but they gonna get erased. None of these devils gonna be around, man. After that 1,000 years, they gonna be exterminated, and the other nations, they're gonna see that, and they're gonna fear us the more. They're gonna know that the Most High is with us. Yahweh Shai is with us, and if anybody come against us, they'll get stumped out. They'll get bashed with that rod of iron, man. We're gonna beat these nations we're going to force them into submission, you know, and eventually they're going to love it. That's why the brother quoted the scripture, when the righteous bear of rule, the people rejoice. They're going to bring us their daughters. They're going to beg us to marry their daughters, man, you know, and hope that they receive a blessing.
Can I get this quick precept?
Yeah,
Back up?
Yep.
Isaiah chapter 5 and verse 20, woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness.
Who does that? The so-called white man. He calls evil good and good evil, man. You know, the alphabet community, they legalize that shit, man. They call that a good thing, and that's evil, man. Just off that alone, the Most High is justified in destroying this place, man.
Here it is. This is the land where you can legally marry another man, but you would get persecuted if you had another wife legally.
Exactly.
They don't push that.
Yeah, so if a man, especially Israelite man, deal with another woman, so-called cheat on his wife in marriage, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, you know?
Yep.
You have kids by another woman, you hate it, you shun. Meanwhile, these women, they can sleep with as many men as they want to, man. Esau promotes that. Esau promotes whoredom with women, but a man having another woman, that's looked down upon him. Because Esau is a wicked, man. Because it's righteous, you know, which you can only have, women that you can take care of in the law. You know, the scripture says if a man takes another wife, her remnant, her food, and her duty of marriage shall he not diminish. You can't just pop women. You can't just have sex with a bunch of women and not be able to take care of them. Right. So there is righteousness to it. You gotta have substance, man. You gotta be able to take care of these women.
Yeah,
So
the reason King Solomon had 1,000 because he was the king.
Yeah, he was able to take care
and
of
he
them.
was able to take care of them, man.
Yep.
You know?
But in the kingdom, we're going to have infinite resources. That's why our brothers say, we're going to have as many women as we want. Because we're going to live for eternity, man. You ain't going to stop at 1,000 women. You're going to stop, okay, I'm cool for eternity. I got 1,000. Man, no, man. You're going to keep going. Because every time you come across a brother going to have them concubines. A brother, here, take my daughter. You know? We're going to always exchange women as gifts.
That goes into the power because you can like I was watching I forgot what elder, it might be Elder Monaghan.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but he was going into it. You know, one of y'all brothers sent in the chat about these other camps seeing that these so-called Israelite women they wicked as hell too.
Wicked as hell.
But hey, when the reason why they might know that you can have another wife, but the moment you bring one around, her whole mood gonna change. Why? Because we're on the bottom still.
Yeah.
We don't have the power.
Yeah.
But when we come into our sovereignty, they're not gonna have shit to say, man.
Exactly, because these women, man, and when you accept the reality, it makes it a lot easy, man. We're not kings yet. We're not in our power seat. Hey, she could call 911 on your ass and get you locked up.
Yeah.
We don't have no power, man. So, these women. But what makes it worse for them is that they call themselves being in the truth.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, you call yourself believing, and you still acting like a Babylonian bitch. I mean, of course we ain't in the kingdom, but at least you could have some respect and not go through your man's phone, man. Like Apostle Rakai was going into. You got women that call themselves being in the truth, still going through their man's phone, man.
That's wickedness.
Still getting mad at their man for lusting after another woman, looking at other women. Yeah, overhearing your conversation with brothers, getting mad because you talking about other women. Hey, you wicked, man. That's why a lot of these women that call themselves being in the truth, the Lord gonna kill them, man.
It's like they get mad at the future.
Yeah.
It ain't even happening yet.
Yeah, getting mad because we talk about our happiness.
Yeah.
When we get set up and we have all the women of our desire, they get mad at that. Like we just gonna kick them out to the streets. No, you gonna get taken care of too.
Yeah.
And if you are, of the elect lady, and you make it, Lord willing, we the elect, if, women we dealing with make it through us, they gonna have a high position over our women in the kingdom. Because they was actually here with us when we was in our lower state. So, to each his own, but, when brothers get, women in that day that's the elect lady, I ain't necessarily speaking about the women we went down. But the women that the Lord gonna give us, we're gonna have a strong connection with them. Because they was with us in captivity. So I could only imagine when we get set up in the kingdom, we're gonna have them on a higher level than the rest of our women. We're gonna have elite women that's gonna teach our other wives how to make us happy, because that's their order. That's how a woman, that's her wisdom, is how to please her husband. So she gonna be spreading that wisdom, just like these wicked ass women today. They spread wisdom on how to finesse men, and they're gonna be, their wisdom is to how to take care of your husband.
Yeah, and they also, just like the account with Abraham and Sarah and his concubine. He basically was like, he told Sarah, like, this is, you do whatever you want with her. You feel me? So our women, they're gonna rule over our heathen concubines.
Yeah, they gonna rule over them, man. We ain't gonna give 2 fucks if our women beat on them, man. Hey, I wanna watch. I don't give a fuck about that heathen bitch. The Israelite woman, yeah, we gonna deal with the heathen women, but the Israelite woman is always gonna be over them, man. The Israelite woman has salt and flavor, man. The Israelite with a heathen woman, it's all sex. That's it, man. And going back to what I was saying, we got eternity, man. I can speak for myself. Hey, I want to eventually get to 1 million women. 1 billion women. Imagine you sit on the throne, you just thinking, I got 1 billion wives. I got 1 billion. Cause we got eternity, man. Ain't no limits. Brothers ain't gonna stop here and there, man. Cause hey, man, you gonna know in the elect, man, when you see them. Cause you gonna come across other Israelite men, and you might ask them, how many wives you got? 100? Man, I had 100. Man, I was at that number when we first set up the kingdom. You gotta catch up, young buck.
And even like our name is gonna carry even amongst our seed, because you might have dealings with another Israelite man. Oh, you such and such son.
Yep.
Hey, that's that brother. He had 144,000. It's gonna be brotherly all around. But you can imagine even that ranking order in that. Like our direct sons and whatnot. Yep. In that order, he's the direct son of
the first son of because the elect, the scriptures refer to them as first fruits.
First fruits. Yeah.
So every Israelite man, woman, and child that's spread throughout all these planets, all these galaxies, they all come from one of the 144,000. They all come from one of the 144,000 or the 1/3 man that was saved. So, hey, that's gonna be a glory in itself, man. They have this TV show called The Originals. It's based upon the show Vampire Diaries. But pretty much the originals, they are the first vampires of their whole bloodline, so to say. You know, if one of those originals die, then that whole line of vampires die that came from them. So they were the beginning of pretty much the whole line of, just use that as an example. But you gotta go, let's all continue.
Back in Isaiah 47 and verse 3, it says, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man."
And that's Yahushua, man. He ain't gonna meet you as a man. He coming to take you down, man, to put chains on you. Alright, to do, hey, Yahushua, he gonna get busy, man. Yeah, we gonna gather these heathens up, you know, we gonna bring them before our Lord Yahushua. But hey, he gonna get busy, man. You know, Yahushua gonna have slaves. Hey, Yahushua, he's meditating on getting vengeance on them Romans that was mocking him, man. That spit on him, slapped him, pierced him. You know, the Lord gonna get them, man. Hey, Pilate might be, he might be Yahushua's slave, man. You know, all them Edomites, man. Yahushua, he's meditating. It used to be every week we came out here, you would have an ambulance, a fire truck, something going on. But sure, when this word comes out, judgment goes out, man. That's why Esau gonna want to silence the prophets, because everything that the prophets is speaking, which is the words of Yahweh Shemel Shah, is beginning to manifest, man. So that's why ultimately they're gonna blame us. That's why it's gonna be a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord, man. People gonna blame us for why they lives is fucked up, for why all hell broke loose. You know? So yeah, Yahushua, going back to that scripture, Yahushua said the day of vengeance burn within his heart, man. That's all he thinking about, is getting vengeance, is setting up his kingdom here on earth, man. Is saving his elect, putting crowns on the heads of his elect. You know? You got it?
Right. It says, verse 4, "As for our Redeemer, the Lord of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel."
Yahushua, man.
It says, verse 5, "Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldees, for thou shalt no more be called the Lady of Kingdoms."
Yeah, so you ain't no longer going to be called the Lady of Kingdoms, man. You no longer going to be the #1 superpower. Because there's other emerging superpowers, China and Russia. And it's pretty much, it's beginning to be a fight for global dominance. But it really was just, Russia just wanted, Ukraine, man.
You saw all the BRICS nations rejected that UN council and shit.
Yep.
You see those alliances being formed.
Yep.
And I said through the Spirit maybe a couple months ago, because Apostle Hart was going heavy on the BRICS nations and how it's starting as an economic front, just like you got the G7 summit, but it so happens to make up these NATO and EU nations. He said through the Spirit it was going to be these G7 guys versus these BRICS guys. They have an economic alliance, but it's going to turn into a military alliance. So that's what you're seeing happen.
Yep.
And China, that's a major player right there.
Yeah,
man.
China. Hey, since Russia invaded Ukraine, China ain't sanctioned them. China said they respect China, and that's what they fear, man. They already know if they go to war with Russia, China, it's a reason why they've been doing joint military drills. Because China,
and they all got military experience.
Yeah, the men are required, just like the men in Russia, they're required to basically go into basic training. That's not a requirement here. You got soft ass fucking pussies walking around, man.
Yep.
Want to be sodomites and shit. Yeah.
Trainings in the military.
Effeminate.
Yeah, man. Hey, and China, this would be a perfect way for them to invade Taiwan, man, or however the Lord do it. But we know that they're not just gonna watch Russia fight against NATO, man. You already got Kim Jong-un talking about sending 100,000 soldiers to help Russia.
Damn.
So you're gonna have these smaller nations, aid Russia, man. China, they gonna aid them. Hey, eventually, a lot of them EU nations gonna side with Russia too. NATO as well. Yep. Going back to the beast shall hate the horse. Yep. Because Russia, a lot of those EU nations, they rely on Russia, man.
Yep.
With this whole Nord Stream pipeline.
Yep. Germany.
Germany is a part of NATO.
Yep.
They're part of the EU too.
Yep.
NATO? Yeah. So yeah, they and if it come out that the US did do it, hey, boom, Yep.
Hey, Turkey already wasn't fucking with this whole ordeal, man.
Turkey a part of NATO.
But going back to Germany, that's why, hey, you can see it. If things don't escalate beforehand, when as it starts getting more colder, which the energy crisis was already going on over there. But if these people start, freezing to death out here and shit, they're gonna see America's gonna try to use their propaganda to say, well, blame Russia. But all those countries over there, that's why Croatia, about a month ago, they had 100,000 people in their city protesting because they was like, why the fuck are we helping, as a EU country, why the fuck are we helping America, sanction Russia and shit, and this shit's just fucking us up.
Yeah, exactly. And see, it came out that people said that he was really like forced to do it to invade Ukraine because NATO, they've been preparing to fight against Russia since 2014, man. See, America has been doing shit behind the scenes. America has been all involved, all in Ukraine, man, having biolabs and doing all type of shit, man. So the U.S. is getting exposed, man. This is gonna get more and more, man. But you gotta go.
That's right. Verse 6, Isaiah 47:6. I was wroth with my people, I have polluted mine inheritance, and given them into thine hand. Hey, showing that Esau didn't do this shit on his own. It was because we moved the Heavenly Father to wrath, that we were delivered unto our enemies, as it says in Baruch. Esau being all lofty and proud, saying that they conquered us, but it was the Heavenly Father that allowed that. Going back to what the brother was mentioning, hey, if we're not in the good graces of the Heavenly Father and His Son, then, hey, we're going to be cast away pretty much. These heathens know that they can attack us, man. But it says, and given them into thine hand, and thou didst show them no mercy.
Yep.
Upon the ancient hast thou verily heavily laid thy yoke.
Yep. So Esau ain't show no mercy, man. That's why, like it says in James, he shall receive judgment without mercy that have shown no mercy.
Yep.
You ain't getting no mercy, and best believe, man, when it's all said and done, because the scriptures do say that they're not going to repent of their words, and pretty much Esau's still going to be cursing us out, still trying to put curses on us. But best believe when we chain them up and we cracking their skulls in, man, doing some Mortal Kombat X-ray shit to these elites, best believe they gonna cry for mercy, man. We ain't showing them no fucking mercy. The Most High gonna put the hatred He got for Esau within us, because we a peaceful people, man. So He gonna put His hatred in us, and we gonna have the Heavenly Father's hatred within us, man. That's beautiful, man.
Right.
I meditate like, how is it gonna be? Like, is it gonna be when we get on the chariots and we in our new bodies and right before it's time for us to come conquer the earth, all of a sudden we just I can't stand them Edomites, man. Like, it just just speaking as a man, it's gonna be beautiful to experience that though. Like, damn, I ain't never hated an Edomite this much.
Yeah. We gonna go from like, we cheering, we made it, hey, got the new bodies, and then we just probably, the thought can hit all at the same time, like, this motherfucker down here, and then Yahweh Shah give them orders.
Yeah, Yahweh Shah like, hey, y'all ready to go take the earth? Cause that's the king, man. Him, Yahweh Shah and King David, I speak as a man, but I see Yahweh Shah giving like a mighty speech, man. When we get ready to come do business, man. Pumping us up in the spirit. Go settle, go establish my kingdom. You know?
I had a two-headed sword.
Yeah, we're gonna love doing it, man. We're gonna come down. Hey, how was I said, those my enemies that will not I rule over them, bring them hither before me and slay them, man. We're gonna gather you heathens, we're gonna force you to bow down to Yahushua and King David, man. If you got a problem with it, we're gonna stump your head in the earth.
Yep.
And then bring you back to life and say, you wanna make that same mistake? Yep. You're gonna bow down on then, yep. You know? Because you ain't gonna escape by death. You got it.
Verse 7 it says, "And thou said, I shall be a lady forever,
Yep.
so that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it."
Yeah, so you said that pretty much you would rule forever. So you didn't think about. See, Esau, he got to the point where, because every major movement Jake did, Esau would infiltrate it and destroy it, man. They showed it in the movie Judas and the Black Messiah. How he would set up agents in there, infiltrate it, destroy it. Esau would always do that. So it got to a point where Esau, he pretty much let off the gas. You know, I got these people. They ain't no way they gonna wake up to them being the Israelites. You know, Esau, he pretty much he got that proud. Yep. He been kicking us down for so long that he thought this would never happen. He didn't lay this to heart. You know,
he didn't consider the fact that he's gonna pay for all the sins that he committed, man.
Yep.
You know,
going all the way back to Cain, man. Esau got a lot to pay for. That's why it says in the book of Job, he is full of the sins of the bone of his youth. Yeah. You devils, man. Hey, past Cain, going back to the serpent. You devils got so much to pay for it, man. Because Esau is the reason why we even in this situation. I mean, we know the Most High had it planned, but the serpent, Eve, man. You know? So Esau ass, man, deceived our women and brought us down. You got it, bro.
It says, verse 8, "Therefore hear now this, that thou art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children."
So that's Esau, man. Oh, America, we got the greatest military in the world. We ain't gonna never be conquered. Ain't nobody gonna rule over us. We ain't gonna never fall. You got it.
Verse 9, "But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day." Reminds me of Revelation 18.
In one day.
Yep, 1 hour.
The Most High, he's going to destroy Babylon the Great in 1 hour, but there's going to be one day where all hell going to break loose, man. And it's going to be one thing after the other. And the apostles, they give their testimony when 9/11 happened. That showed that in one day, shit can go from so-called normal to pretty much chaos, man. And that's how it's going to be when the Lord, when he bring famine and, you know, all the plagues and, you know, the calamities he gonna bring on this place. It's gonna, bro. It's one day. It's gonna all happen at once, man. And everybody's lives gonna change. You know, you got it.
Verse 8 again. "Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children."
Saying tonight, it said they say in their heart, I am.
Yeah.
And none beside
like
me.
the Heavenly Father.
They really think they can be like the Most High, man. Because the Most High said that I am and there's none beside me.
That's the spirit.
So Esau think that he could be the Most High. He's so drunk in his pride, man. He really thinks that he can beat the power that created him. That's how proud he is. But you got it.
Verse 9, "But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, for the multitude of thy sorceries, and for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Yep.
But thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me."
Yeah, Esau trusted in his wickedness, man.
Yep.
He say none seeth him. Because man don't see you, but the spirit see your ass. The scriptures say in Sirach 23:19, the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun. The Lord, he saw everything you devils was doing, man.
There's no number. It's
You
not
know?
in there.
Let me grab this real quick if I can. To back that up directly. Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 15, "Woe unto them that seek deep to hide their counsel from the Lord, and their works are in the dark, and they say, who seeth us and who knoweth us?
Wow.
Yep.
That's Esau, man. They doing shit on these secret islands, and they think nobody see them, but the Most High see you, man. Yahweh Shah see you. Hey, though they hiding in bunkers, the Lord know exactly where you gonna hide, because he put the spirit on you to hide, so that you could be the first fruits of slavery. So everything you doing is controlled by the Heavenly Father, man. Like a brother once said, we're just puppets of the Most High. You know?
Yep.
You got it.
So verse 10 again, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. It's that God complex.
Yep. Esau think he could be like the Most High, man. You know? You got it.
Yep. It says, verse 11, it says, therefore shall evil come upon thee, that thou shalt not know from whence it riseth.
Yep.
And mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to put off what the Most High about to bring on your ass, man. No matter how much you pray to Satan, no matter how many rituals you call yourself doing, it's not going to work no more. See, all that left-hand power you've been receiving from Satan is coming to an end, man. It's not more powerful than the right hand, which the Most High, he controls both. So he's going to withdraw that left-hand power that he gave you and have you get overtaken by the right-hand power, man. You know, Yahweh Shah and the angels, man. You got to go.
It says, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thine enchantments, and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit.
But you got to go. Keep going.
They said there's no class in there. It's going to be Sunday night at 7. It's the rolling spirit, man.
Oh, yeah.
It says,
Oh, yeah, no question, man. Yeah.
verse 13, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. You know, all your little shit, your little seances. You know, they was over in England doing the fucking jubilee and shit. You know, ritual for the queen. Even the fucking queen's her funeral was a broken, what they call a broken wine ritual. You know, all these little shit you're trying to do. Russia, you know, they getting some catching some bodies, saying that there's school shootings and different shit, man. You know, all the shit that they're doing in secret. You know, to try to prevail against the Heavenly Father, man. Hey, the Lord is kind of is in a way taunting you, saying, "Let all these things save you from what I'm about to bring upon you." You can't, because all this left-handed, intelligence, so to speak, is all directed by the Heavenly Father, man. That's what you failing to realize. Even though you hear the prophets tell you that Satan works for the Heavenly Father, all the demons and the angels go straight to the Heavenly Father and do His will. You're being deceived by the Heavenly Father. You still gonna try to do it, man, because of your pride. You know, because of your pride, man. You know, so the Lord is taunting you, damn devils, man. Stand that way. It says your stargazers. You know, those that the astrologers and shit, man. That goes into that horoscope shit, man. You know, they talk about the stars, Libra rising, and all this bullshit, man. None of that shit's gonna deliver you from what the Lord is about to bring for you, man.
Let me, before you continue, let me read this article for a little bit. It say Biden warns Putin that U.S. will defend every single inch of NATO territory as Russia formally annexes Ukraine regions. Which a key point right here, I just want to read one of these key points because it got 4 of them. It say America is fully prepared with our NATO allies to defend every single inch of NATO territory, every single inch, Biden said. So Mr. Putin, don't misunderstand what I'm saying. Every inch. So they're pretty much saying that if Russia, if he shoots a missile and he hit just a square foot of Poland
or Latvia,
or any NATO ally, just 1 inch, that they're gonna declare full war on Russia, man. And Lord willing, something major happens, man. Lord willing, you know, it happens, you know, Putin does something like
Well,
that.
see what could happen too is
Hello, how y'all doing?
Zelensky
Good.
just put in his bid to NATO to join NATO.
Yep.
Russia's already all up and down Ukraine, so if they become part of NATO, hey, that goes into effect. Hey,
Article 5.
Article 5.
They gotta jump in and see if they become a part of NATO, that's World War III, because they're not gonna stop trying to retake their captured land from Russia.
Yep.
So them being a part of NATO and fighting Russia, that's Russia versus NATO.
And obviously America's fully invested in this. Otherwise, they wouldn't be sending all this fucking money over there. They want this to go down, man.
Yeah, they do. So we're clearly in that time, man. We're clearly in the end of Esau's kingdom. Lord willing, we could be out of here by the end. You know, of course, you know, we, measuring the time diligently. You know, if not by the end of this year, you know, Lord willing, you know, early January or early February, we out of here, man. We ain't got long. And you know, because we know, they have to make the MOTB mandatory throughout the earth before, this war goes nuclear. So measure the time diligently, man. We could be out of here, Lord willing, before the Passover next year, man. And we keep it in the kingdom. We ain't got long, man. We about to be in October tomorrow. October, November, December. The Lord has been turning up, man. But you got it, bro. Let's finish off these last few verses.
God, it says,
verse 13.
Yep, verse 13 again. They are wearied in the multitude of thy counsels.
Yeah, they weary in a multitude of their counsels because they're trying so hard to prevent the house of David from coming into power underneath Yahushua, man, and King David. They're so weary in trying to overthrow the elect. Because best believe, man, when we dealing with, wicked thoughts and getting sick and being vexed and, demons fucking with us, best believe that's, these elites doing spells and rituals to try to overthrow our faith, man. But what did Yahushua tell Peter? He said, I will establish my church upon Peter, and the gates of hell shall not prevail against it. So nothing Esau does is going to prevail against the elect, man. All right? You got to go.
I got to get this in the
Which verse?
12 and 13.
You know.
This is Isaiah 47 and 12 and 13 in the NLT. It says, now use your magical charms, use the spells you have worked at all these years. Maybe they will do you some good. Maybe they can make someone afraid of you. All the advice you receive have made you tired. Where are all your astrologers, those stargazers who make predictions each month? Let them stand up and save you from what the future holds.
Damn.
Yep.
So nothing can save you, man. Nothing can save you. You gotta go.
Yeah, that's all something. Verse 14, or actually verse 13 again, it says, thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from the things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah, so the Lord, he already know nothing you can do can save you, man. Because all those witches and warlocks you got that's conjuring up, left-hand energy, the Most High ordains that. He allows it to happen. That's why when Balak, I always get confused, usually the Balak or Balaam, one of them, was trying to curse Israel, you can't curse with the Most High bless. Because that left-hand power, the Most High, he still has to allow it. But he's getting ready to take down the left-hand power and set up the right-hand power, man. You gotta go.
It says,
After this letter,
verse 14, behold, they shall be as stubble, the fire shall burn them. They shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There shall not be a coal to warm, nor warm at, nor a fire to sit before. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
Yeah, so none gonna save you, man. You Edomites is finished. We're clearly in the end of this kingdom, and it's beautiful to see, man. It's beautiful to see. You know? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass it to the brother.
Look at this one!
We went back on her Facebook page.
They'll still hit Jeremiah. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, you know, like the brother was speaking on, man, you know, about, you know, the whole thing about the war, man. All right, you know, it's brewing. You can. It's evident that World War III is brewing, man, in the earth. There's no way to get around it, man. All right, like with Matthew 24 chapter say, "Pray your flight be not in the winter." You know, we know they was talking about 70 AD, but the same thing still go for today, man. Cause we already know that around the winter time, that's when Russia like to make their moves because it's a real harsh climate. Right, going all the way back to World War II, was it? When Germany, they weren't able to invade Russia because it was so cold. All right? And these Russians, they thrive in the cold, man. All right? You know? But yeah, and also we want to keep an eye on what's going on with Europe, with Britain, man. All right? You know, they lost their queen. You know, and now they're trying to figure out what they're going to do with the financial system. All right, we already know that England mainly is their main spearhead. That they want to be they want that to be the headquarters of the NWO. All right, so hey, we got to really keep an eye on them because hey, man, them Europeans, man, they don't give a damn, man. They quick to have a insurrection, man. How you think a lot of Edomites got over here? They had insurrections, uproars of the people, and they sent their ass over here to the so-called New World, man. All right, so Europe, they ain't new to uprising, man. You know, and all that gonna translate all the way over here to Babylon. All right, let's get Luke 11 and 17. All right, because this ain't nothing new. All right, even though this is a strategic, all right, plan they have set up, but best believe there's real beef behind this, man. He can't even get along amongst themselves, man. All right, it's like a WWE match, all right? They have a set up fake conflict, a fake match. But hey, man, you know, one move went the wrong way, and then it's real beef. All right, go ahead.
Is that 17?
11 and 17.
11 and 17. This is Luke chapter 11, verse 17. It says, "But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against itself, it's like a house divided against a house fallen."
Yeah, man. So Esau is a house divided, man. All right. So a kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. So Babylon is a joint kingdom along with the European countries. And, you know, Russia and China got a hand in it also. But with the NWO, all right, it's two ways it's going down, man. All right, it got to be a strategic war, a strategic battle behind it, man. All right, it got to be something that initiated, man. All right, so that's why we don't look past it. That you know they say all wars are bankers' wars. So it's the elites. All right, that run this world, that's funding this war on both sides, man. And best believe Putin got his hand in the midst of that, man. All right, so we're not deceived, man. We already know that they are a house divided. We also know that they also, you know, on the same team also. All right, you know, because they know that Yahweh Shai is coming with the angels. They know they got to come together and fight against the angels. All right, but this whole war is just a big plan to get the masses, to dwindle down the masses of the people. Right. All right, going back to the Georgia Guidestones, where they want to get the population to 500 million. All right, so they need a war or any famine, pestilence. Why they say it's a strategic famine going on that's going to really hit going into next year. All right, you know, and hey, man, and they'll, you know, with the Nord Storm. Never call right, the Nord Stream. Yeah, the Nord Stream pipeline, with that going out and winter coming in. Hey, man, that made me think about, you know, the body's gonna be cast out this dome, man. Yeah. All right, bodies gonna be dropping. People gonna be in their homes freezing to death, man. Yeah. All right, Lord willing, man. We don't know for sure that's gonna happen, but we see the setup. All right, but Esau is a kingdom divided, a house divided. So how can it stand, man? These Edomites, these devils are divided, man. If they was together, they will hold up a little longer, but it's crumbling.
Oh yeah, now that you say that, hey, it actually came out that the day that them pipelines got destroyed, the NATO basically had announced a pipeline that they were trying to do through the Baltic Sea. And the fact that Biden said, oh, we're going to defend every inch of NATO territory, hey, Russia might say, fuck it, we're going to bomb y'all shit. And then, hey, that could kind of dwindle, or not dwindle, but that could kind of accelerate shit too, man. Hey, a lot, you go into history, like with the world wars and stuff, a lot of that shit be going on in the Baltic region, man. But then I just thought about that when you said that.
And going to the strategy of war, also, say if this really gonna hit, the European countries hard, Germany, it's always Germany in the midst of it when it comes to a world war, man. That's crazy. But say if it's really gonna affect them bad, well they be like, man, fuck it, and they just destroy the whole pipeline, man. Everybody gonna be fucked up. So you definitely gonna have to have a war if the whole pipeline system be fucked up. Alright, it's like, man, fuck, we might as well, man. Everybody fucked now. Alright, but
it says, verse 18, it says, if Satan also be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? Because ye say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub.
yeah, man, so Satan, be divided against himself, how shall his kingdom stand? So how can this place stand much longer? You got Satan divided against Satan, man. These devils, divided amongst each other. They come in the spirit of Satan being a deceiver. Alright, so, hey, this how we know this place done, man, The only thing that's so-called, well, it ain't even keeping this place up, but it got the people blinded, is social media, man. If it wasn't for social media and all this bullshit, man, hey, man, the veil would quickly come off the people's eyes. They be like, man, we're screwed out here. Alright, they'll see that, man, they lying to us, Hey, your storehouses might be full now, but hey, man, who's to say in the next coming month or two, hey, going in November or whatever, hey, let's say the storehouses get empty, our shelves get empty. So we got all these dates coming up. And we already know whenever these devils make dates, they planning for something. Man. It might not happen. It might not happen the date that they sent, but hey, best look out. Hey, some months to a year later, man. Alright? I don't know why the hell everybody's talking about some November 2023. Alright, we don't believe that date, but hey, man, these devils planning something, man. Lord willing, it comes sooner than that, man. Nobody ain't trying to bid to no damn November 2023. That's a whole nother year, man. Nobody ain't trying to go through that shit. But these devils most definitely planning to initiate their NWO. Alright? We on the Most High's time. But hey, Lord willing, it be executed expediently. Alright?
This is Isaiah chapter 19. Isaiah chapter 19 and verse 2. It says, God, Isaiah 19 and 2, it says, and I will set the Egyptian against the Egyptians. Now, hey, these Americans would be considered the modern day Egyptians, but you could also consider, just Esau in general being the modern day Egyptians, right? It says, and they shall fight everyone against his brother, and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. So not only dealing with America alone, but hey, you think about, these American Edomites or these European Edomites versus the Russian Edomites, man. Because they're the same people, but they butting heads right now, man. So I brought it out, bro. Back to it.
Alright. So these nations about to go to war, man. Well, you got rivers drying up in the Middle East. That's just a battlefield being prepared, man. Alright?
Right.
And then it was spiritual how, I don't know what it was in the Middle East, but the fishes, it was like it was like, man, hey, man, you can tell that was just the spirit of the Lord, man. What happened? It was somewhere in the Middle East. It was water leaking from a river or something. It leaked right into the desert. It had a bunch of little fish
like crawling on the land. Almost.
Yeah, it was like spiritual how it was moving, because it was like flowing in one direction, and flopping. But hey, that's all it is that battlefield being prepared, man. All right, the valley of Jehoshaphat, man. Well, we can start the top.
Alright, this is Jeremiah 50, chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Shah, behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind.
Yeah, man, going to that destruction, man. Alright, them the missiles.
Well, first, he was traumatized
Saying,
by his
and I will send upon Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about.
Yeah, man, so all the nations coming against Babylon, man. Alright? You know, they're going to be round about, you know, and ultimately when it comes to the time they shoot the missiles, man, the fanner's going to fan her, man. Alright, showing you, because when you make a fire and you fan it, that keep the flame going, man. Alright, so that's how it's going to be. That smoke going to go to the heavens, man, and all the nations going to be looking about, going into, we can get that in Revelation, where it says they're going to be afar off.
Oh, Revelation 18?
Yeah, let's get that. But yeah, man, so they going to fan her, and then destruction, man, hey, that's you know how you know, I hate to make the analogy with how 2/3, how they light a blunt up, it's smoky. Hey man, that's how Babylon gonna be, man. It's gonna be like an incense lit on fire, man. Yeah, you would stop when somebody talk about weed, huh? Hey, continue, bro.
Yeah,
I'm gonna drop the verse. Yeah, you get verse 3.
Verse 3, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in his brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts.
Yeah, man, so that's coming, man. Alright, so hey, man, y'all better hope y'all won't get drafted to WWE3, man. Go ahead and just say it. It says, you know, and spare ye not her young men, man. And y'all fairly young, man. When that draft come, man, hey, y'all might, you better hope you don't get drafted. You better go to Canada or something. That still probably won't help. Right? Because World War III is about to come in the near future, man.
Really? Yeah, that's the night.
Alright. So drop verse 6.
Alright. Verse 6. Flee out of the midst of Babylon and deliver every man his soul. Be not cut off in her iniquity, for this is the time of the Lord's vengeance. He will render unto her a recompense.
Yeah, so flee out of the midst of Babylon, man. Alright? That really should be the spirit of... That really should be the spirit of some of you idiots, man. Alright, and that still ain't gonna help you. Alright, you can pay. You know, a lot of you idiots got passports. Y'all can go to Europe, y'all can go to Australia, man. Alright? And matter of fact, these other European Edomites, they don't like Babylonians, man. I heard when American Edomites travel out of the country, they say they from Canada or something. They be like, oh, they trying to be affiliated with Babylon. That's how greatly despised this place is. All right, watch this say, flee out of the midst of Babylon, man. They try to put sugar on shit. Be like, oh, this the best place in America. No, it ain't, man. This the worst place, man. All right, you know. But the elect, we bound by this word, man. We here for a mission, man. All right, you know, because hey, man, you know, if brothers can have it our way, hey, we'll be in Latin America or something, man. Or be in the Philippines or something, man. Be in Goopland, be in Japan or some shit. But nah, man, you know, we almost out of here, so we don't gotta flee the country. Cause hey, man, we here. This that great stage of our salvation. So why leave? Say if you did leave and go to another country, hey man, your ass might get judged there, man. Alright? Being like Jonah, man, trying to flee from doing the mission, man, doing the work of the Lord. You know, he got swallowed by a whale, man.
Orange or nothing.
Alright, say you try to, you know, you doing the work and you flee to another country, alright, something miraculous happened to your ass, and your ass end up coming back here and doing the work, man. You know? Let's continue, Swap.
Verse 7. Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yes, so Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. So that's why these nations are mad, man. They mad because, you know, this country made the other nations drink off the wine, off that philosophy. Like how you got Iran, wait, what was it, Iran? No, it wasn't Iran, it was the Pakistan. what country was it? The women they got the abortion rights like 6 months.
Oh, it was. I think it was India.
It was India, India. I knew it was. Yes, India. Yeah. So India, man, now they having abortion rights, man. So little by little, man, America ways is creeping over there, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah.
So basically, you know, so hey, all the nations are being drunk. All right, off that Babylon juice. All right, the nations are drunk off for wine, man. Therefore, the nations are mad, so they're mad, man. They're mad that their country and their values, all right, are being destroyed, man. So you already know that feminism, all right, even on the BLM, what they main page website, how they said they trying to destroy the nuclear family, and the nuclear family is pretty much destroyed already. It fulfilled that work of what they tried to do, which it was already set up. You know, just them witch ass Eve, they calling themselves trying to set that shit up, putting that up there, but really these Edomite feminists already fulfilled that shit. Started with Margaret Sanger, man. All right, all that the destruction of the nuclear family, that shit, man, that been happening what 30 years ago, man. All right, 20 years ago, man, they already destroyed the nuclear family. Say 30, 40 years ago, man. All right, you know, but Eve always trying to pick up where the Edomite woman had left off, man. Because it started with the Edomite woman trying to fight for so-called equal rights. All right, you know, but they used Eve to get at Jake, man. All right, but let's continue.
Time. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
Yeah, so Babylon, you know, suddenly destroyed, man. It's gonna be destroyed. All right, take balm for her pain, because if so, she may be healed. You know, but hey, man, there's nothing that can heal this place. You know, like the brother brought out earlier, that this is the second leg of the Roman Empire, man. All they did is slap a big ass band-aid on the first, when the Roman Empire went down. They slapped a big ass band-aid on that beast. All right, you know, that wound haven't healed, man. That wound getting infected by the day, man. All right, soon, hey, that wound getting gangrene right now. All right, so hey, man, you know, soon that beast about to die, man. Yahweh Shah gonna come and slay that dragon, man. All right, that's the time we coming into, man. This place can't hold up for much longer, man. This place is in the ICU. All right, this place is on what you call it, that machine. Yeah, it's on life support, man. All right. Actually, this place is brain dead. This place is already dead, but they still trying to pump the dollar, make it seem like it's worth a damn, man. All right. This place is brain dead, man. It's on life support, man. All right. And our Lord is coming to pull that plug, man. All right. Let's get the next verse.
We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the skies.
So it made me think about what that physician is telling you, man. All right, that doctor giving that bad news, man, about Babylon, man. All right, you know, she is not healed. Hey, Babylon ain't getting no better. Babylon is getting sicker by the day, man. All the wickedness is being revealed, man. All right, it seemed like as soon as you thought you heard it all, seen it all, it's something new coming up, man. All right, just like, damn, man. All right, you already had an idea that that's what's going on, but to actually know, it's like, damn. You know? So that physician saying that, hey, man, Babylon, she is not healed. Forsake her, saying leave. It's saying, hey, just be done with this place. All right, like you know, I know brothers, you know, had dealings with family, you know, loved ones being sickly and being on life support. They already dead, but they say, man, it's best to just go ahead and pull the plug. That's what the physician's saying, man. No, we are the spiritual physicians. We telling and prophesying of what's to come, man. We telling you that Babylon is on its last leg. Basically, Babylon have no legs. Babylon is an amputee right now. All right. You know?
I got that verse from the NLT.
Uh-huh.
In verse 9, it say, we would have helped her if we could, but nothing can save her now. Let her go. Abandon her. Return now to your own land, for her punishment reaches to the heavens. It is so great it cannot be measured.
So that's that warning, man. Abandon this place, man.
Let her go.
If you a heathen, it's best for you just abandon this place, man.
Isaiah 13.
All right, but y'all, a lot of y'all ain't gonna do it. Y'all gonna wait till the last moment, man. All right. Our brother say, what was that? Man shall desire going to the sea.
No, Isaiah 13 it says, every man shall return to his own.
Yeah, every man shall return to his own country, man. All right. You know, but a lot of people gonna wait till the last minute, man. All right. You know, they gonna wait to get to a point where they gonna start, you know, shutting down, you know, these airports. All right, because best believe there's gonna be famines and pestilences. It's gonna be more diseases going on and about. All right, so, hey man, best you abandon, forsaken this place, man. This place cannot be healed. This place is not gonna be lifted back up. When that MOT to the B come, that ain't gonna save this place. It's gonna make it that much more worse. Cause taking that thing, man, it ain't gonna guarantee no food in your belly, man. Right. That thing ain't gonna guarantee you keeping a roof over your head. All right, people gonna have the MOTB, still gonna be out here robbing, stealing, and killing, man. Make that make sense. So is that really gonna be worth it to take? Hey, we'll let y'all decide to make a decision on it. All right.
I got a quick one for you, real quick. Isaiah 25:7 says that he will destroy in this mountain the face of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all nations. Going into what you were speaking about you know, America's, you know, glamour and glitz ain't really working no more. You know, people are seeing this place for the shithole that it really is, man. You know, and these heathens, they come over here, they make their bread, and then they go on about their way. Because if you know, for brothers that had the luxury of being able to travel, or even, you know, we got YouTube and shit now. Hey, places like China, you know, you go to Shanghai and shit, go to Japan. Those places are far more technologically advanced than over here, man. Some old bullshit over here, man. You go to New York City, which is supposed to be like the best place on earth. You know, it's a rat-infested, overcrowded fucking urban jungle, man. Yep. You know, hey, the apostles will probably tell you that, man. It's fucking ghetto as hell up there, man. You know, so the Lord is, you know, hey, that covering cast that was over all the people, Lord is lifting up that veil, man, and seeing, and America's being seen for who it really was. Hey, this whole thing with these countries vetoing, you know, basically America trying to say we gonna condemn Russia. You have countries saying no. You know, this hasn't happened while America's really been in power, man. You know, showing that America's their pull over the nations and striking fear upon them is waning, man.
Yeah. The fear of America is decreasing.
Yep. Nobody's scared of this bitch no more.
Real, yo.
Waning and waxing like the moon, coming and going, different phases.
Yep.
You got Revelation 18?
Yep, I got it. We started to talk. We'll go right. Isaiah chapter 18. Isaiah, flock it. Revelation chapter. We've been in Isaiah heavy today. Yeah. Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1. And after these things I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power, and the earth was lightened with his glory. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, and has become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and the cage of every unclean and hateful bird. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Yeah, so that's why this place is called a whore, man. All these other nations, you know, profit off Babylon, man. All the heathen come over here, build them a business, send the money all the way back to their country. All right, they're just pimping off this place. They don't even really want to be here. They just here to support their family in their land.
Yep.
That's the only benefit of why, you know, the heathen even come here, man. All right? You know, and then their children come here, sip that wine, and get Babylonianized. All right, they don't follow the customs of their land. All right, their women being covered up. They come up here and be whorish, man.
Yep.
All right, they go to college. All right, getting passed around like a blunt, man.
Yeah, I got a quick testimony of that, man. This bitch I was cool with in high school named Maheen, and I'm pretty sure she was like Arabian or some shit. But her father was like, you know, they were immigrants. He came over here and he got big into banking and shit. And you know, she ain't wearing, you know, her mom and shit would wear to her job. She said she wasn't gonna wear that shit no more. You know, she couldn't make them. You know, they couldn't make her wear it. I remember she used to throw these house parties and shit. She was like, and she hung around nothing but nigga women, bro. Like, just getting corrupted. Like, yeah.
Man, that show you, man, you know, the power that our people hold, man. Especially the damn nigga woman, man. Alright, they are princesses of Israel. But they so far gone that they turned the other nation women out to be like them and to follow their ways. You got the damn Eve woman trying to be a slut like the Edomite woman, and the other nation women, all the other nation women is trying to be like the Eve, be like Eve. You know, like the brother said, because Eve got that salt and flavor. Alright, that's why that ugly ass Edomite bitch comes from that period bitch, you know. They make mockery of Eve, but they want to get Eve, man. They want to get the body minds. Alright?
Yeah, they want to twerk and shit.
You know, so hey, that's making us get heavily desensitized. Yeah, we still like naturally formed women, but hey, man, hey, you women with that never was pleasant to us anyway.
Good.
Women with body minds, like, yeah, you might still get tapped, man, but that's unattractive, man. All right,
like a big ass man.
Yeah, man, men wanting more. Hey, the real coming back. We want the natural back, and that's only right. Before this place go out, you gonna have people. You know, it's gonna be a separation, man. You got people that's gonna be fully tapped in and inserting themselves in Babylon to the new way, the NWO, you know, getting by. And that's what they show in these video games. That's basically they gradually trying to condition you for you know, they're trying to use gradualism to get you into transhumanism. That's really what them body minds and all that gonna go into. All right, when it ain't gonna get to that point where people gonna be having robot arms and all that shit. That's pure hell, man. Yeah. All right, you know let's look at that game Cyberpunk, man. All right, that would never happen, but but that's like a fantasy. Say if that, imagine if that happened in real life, man. People be out here looking sickly and they be looking like Hellraiser and shit.
Yeah, and they got everybody living like in one big ass complex. Yeah. Everybody living on top of each other and everybody merged with technology. And they got fucking digital escorts and that's what Esau want, man.
And it was I don't know where I saw it. It was on TikTok. I think one of y'all brothers put it in the chat. It was way a while back ago. They had a blueprint of a city they trying to make. It's like one long ass strip. I saw that. And everybody, you know, it's like a big ass, long ass apartment complex. That's all what the hell it is, man. All right.
Yep. Hey, if Esau had it his way, that second episode of fucking Black Mirror, all that nigga was doing, everybody lived in this box. And it was everybody lived in separate boxes. Yeah. And you go in there and it was nothing but screens, and they would try to throw porn pop-ups in his face. But all his job was he would sit on this goddamn cycling machine and cycle all day, wow. Producing energy for whatever. And then, you know, they'll take whatever out. And you can, you know, I saw that and kind of, you know, compared it to how the CHIP is going to be. You know, because anytime he wanted food or, you know, he was paying just to live, they would just take it right out of his, you know, his little avatar shit that he had, you know. But that's a stupid life to live. That's what Esau want, though. Or have everybody in the fucking metaverse, man. Like Ready Player One. Everybody was living in shitty conditions. Yeah. Like the brothers mentioned, stacked on top of each other. Yep. Some of them fat as all hell. Yeah. And all they was doing was when they woke up, they didn't even go outside. They put on that fucking VR headset and they go do whatever freak shit they want to do, man. You know? That ain't living, man. You know?
Yeah, they doing all that. They having the pleasures in the fine comfort of their home, while the outside world is falling to shit. All right, and that's that grand illusion, man. All right.
It's that cover.
When they MOTV come, they want to make it like a credit system.
Yeah.
All right, like that woman said in the video, she said if you was to buy food with the MOTV, and they said if you choose a healthier option of food, you'll gain more points. So, you know, they're just trying to condition the minds of these young kids to why they used to getting on Roblox, begging their mama for some Robux, V-Bucks, you know, on Fortnite and shit. So they mainly trying to condition these young kids coming up. They don't really give a damn about the older generation. They don't give a damn about us. All right, they want the youth, cause they know if you have the youth, you have the future.
Yep.
All right, let's go back. Read that again.
Fine. Verse 3 again. Revelations 18:3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues.
Yeah, man. So, you know, the whole world has drunk out the wine of Babylon, man. All right, so by that, man, hey, these other nations, they got to go down too. But that was inevitable anyway. All right, because it's a transition of power that's going on, man. All right? The Lord is bringing back that man, that spirit of being a man back on the earth. All right? You know? The world, you know, people in the world weren't thinking about growing beards until the men of the Lord came out here, having their beard out, you know, showing themselves forth as a man. All right, that's how that manly spirit got back on the earth. All right, you know. So you know, Scripture say, "Come out of her, my people." All right, so you don't be partakers of her sins, man. All right. And another verse the brother read, you know, that this place is a place of habitation of devils, man. All right, man. This place got spirits all over it, man. And wait till those spirits got in them prisons, man. It's over with, man. All right. You know, that's why, you know, it be the spirit when things come out. You know, like the brother said, you know, that Jeffrey Dahmer spirit out here, man. Because there's been a lot of judgment of people, you know, taking people out. All right, and a lot of times, you know, you do got some people they bug the hell out and they just killing innocent people. But 9 times out of 10, when somebody just walk up and do somebody in, it's because they meditated that and they know that person. Especially when they come with Jake, Judge, and Eve, man. Hey, that's premeditated, man. All right, because people, man, men tired of these women, man. Men are tired of Babylon in general, man. You slaving, working long hours out the day, and you come back to your household, you know, just depressed and just through, man. But hey, we're blessed to have the spirit, you know, to understand the scriptures and to come out and do this work, man. Because if not, man, we'll be through just like the 2/3, man. All right, you be ready to take yourself out. All right.
I left to look past this place.
Damn, where is it?
More on that?
Yeah, it's more. It's a lot.
You did want to get the how they stood afar off.
Oh yeah.
It's in that same shot.
I'm gonna have to show y'all. There was a thread, I think it was Elder Hawaii, you know, they throw up the little posts and stuff. And it was like 5 straight of women shot in the face, woman killed, woman, and since the brother mentioned it, I wanted to show it, I wanted to bring it out. Then there was another one, I heard about it earlier today, this bitch in San Antonio, so she had a boyfriend showing that, and we spoke on this, these niggas are some simps, man, dating these OnlyFans models. Dude found out his girl was making OnlyFans, this bitch, it was a Latin tribe bitch. This bitch stabbed this nigga, man. Like stabbed him several times. Wow. They got to fighting and shit.
He found out.
Because he walked in on her doing it.
Wow.
Yeah. Stabbed him.
Jake's are either ones.
These are Jake's. These are Northern Kingdom. There was a Northern Kingdom woman and you know, some Northern Kingdom dude that she was with.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
She killed him?
I don't know. I think he quit him. No, he ain't died. He in the hospital. Like she slashed his chest. and then his like neck or something. But he ain't died nothing. But she in jail for aggravated assault. And shit.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, that OnlyFans shit. Hell nah. But going back to Revelation 18 and verse 4 again, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, "Come out of her, my people, that you be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquities."
So that'll be when the elect get beamed up, man.
And like,
All right, we'll come up out of her, come out of Babylon,
About this
man.
bitch.
All right, we're mentally preparing ourselves right now. We mentally forsaking this place. All right, we still living our lives day to day. All right, but for the most part, man, we don't see no future here, man. All right, we don't see ourselves being here too much more longer. All right, people of the world might hear us say that, like, damn, you just giving up on life. Like,
This ain't life. Working all the fucking time. As soon as you get paid, your money gone, and dealing with renters, women. And this ain't life, man. This ain't. If you call this life, hey, you crazy.
and another thing, through the spirit, they know this not life, but this is all they know.
Yeah.
That's why I speak to say that we not following after the flesh, we following after the spirit. All right, we storing up our riches in heaven and not on earth. We see past this place, like Apostle Gabar always say, man. We're visionaries, man. We see past this place, man. We hear, man, the script say everything gonna be burnt to the elements. Man, you might see a nice car. You're like, damn, that's a nice Ferrari, but it's gonna be melting soon. So it's not like, oh, you know, that's like when we was at the L house. That dude, he went leave that Corvette alone. I think it was a Corvette. Ferrari.
Yeah.
He just sitting there just looking at it, taking pictures. Probably gonna post it like it's his, like he rented it.
He was idolizing that shit, man.
Man, yo.
He was worshiping that car.
I forgot all about that shit.
Yeah, man. People have too much invested because Babylon America is nothing but a corporation. It's a business. And our people, basically all the people here are too invested into this country. All right? But hey, man, you know, it's about to be a bad investment, man. All right? Why you think these people in these Fortune 500 companies, all right, why when they see things going on behind the scenes, they just kill themselves. Okay, you know, like, oh, this ain't good, and and in their mind they were like, oh man, this mean that this country through, and they kill themselves. They can't take it. All right, because all they do is punch in numbers all day, every day, man. And they see a big ass drop in the Dow or whatever they see drop, and then they just jump out the window and they physically drop.
Oh, they just started locking them hotel room, like the hotel room windows. They don't open because back during the Great Depression, you would have men go check in and they would throw themselves out there, bitch. But I found that thread real quick if I can share it with y'all. This is from Elder Hawaii, EMS North Carolina 777. You know, he do his in the news and shit. It says, beautiful woman, 21, found dead at famous Adolphi hotel room, died accidentally. She was cute bitch. It says,
It's not a typical IG model.
Yeah.
All that fucking
Show you the Lord ain't no respect. He don't give a fuck that a girl is pretty.
That's how they use typical Instagram pictures look.
Yeah.
With that same makeup, lip filler.
Yeah. This next one, it says
About
a mother.
6.5.
It says a mother was shot and killed in her apartment. Her 2-year-old girl was left with her body for 3 days to be safe. Yeah. Then another one. Man who fatally shot woman 25 in the head near Union Square, indicted on murder charges. So they're looking for dude. You know, and those were the main couple of them. But you know, it'd be a lot of these judgments going on. These dudes are fed up with these women, man.
Man,
I know baby daddies and shit.
I know it's always judgment going out every day. But when you actually get in tune with these news articles, like downloading the apps and being putting on notifications, it's like, damn, you ain't never heard about so much death going on.
Yeah.
But that goes to show you, always been death going on, but it's also amplified, because we're in the last days. So hey, every minute, every second, somebody getting taken out.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
And that's why, man, we don't idolize rappers, man. Because, hey, just because somebody a rapper, they don't mean shit. They still regular people. They dying like regular people. Like, that's how you know this place is done. You got YouTubers being celebrities now. That's how you know this place is finished, man. Anybody can be a damn celebrity. You can have, 200,000 followers on IG or something, you'll be considered a celebrity. All right, having a large following can make you a celebrity. So this place is just bullshit.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
Well, let's continue.
Verse 6, it says, "Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, and the cup which she had filled to her double."
Yeah, and that's what these countries gonna do, man. They gonna fill this place double of what they had did to them. It's like what Q said, man. He said, man, U.S. they use nukes. Why can't we use nukes? They using Esau's tactics against him. So they gonna reward her double of what she rewarded to the earth, man. Even the elect gonna reward this place double. Well, you know, we believe, you know, the Lord gonna allow us to lay out that red carpet, man. And we very well may get busy, man. All for protection purposes, of course. Going to Isaiah 59:19.
Yeah.
All right, for defense purposes.
Yeah.
All right, and what Apostle Tahar did, he made a video that the Israelites, you know, we are, you know, the true X-Men, the real X-Men. And through the Spirit, man, they gonna have the X-Men coming into the Marvel movies. All right, and I heard, I don't know if they're gonna do it, but they want to make Magneto and Professor Xavier black men. You know, being the Giancarlo dude and the other, you know, Magneto being Denzel Washington. All right, so basically they know who the true Israelites are, man. All right, these devils, man, they know, man. These small heads, they know what's up, man. All right, because they the ones that run the movie industry. All right, even that nigga Travis Scott, man, I looked at one video he had, and he had a Jake with a white beard and white hairs, you know. So, hey, man, the jig is up, man. The whole world know already, man. All these celebrities, everybody know, man. People in the comment boards telling them. Man, a good majority of the earth know, even though whether they hear it for beer, they know who they are.
Hey, that show Dahmer, at the end of it, like the last episode, Dahmer, he called himself Finding God and shit, and the priest that he was talking to was a Jake, right? And he was in they had the little church in the jail, and they had a picture. I just thought about this now. They got the picture they had in the background of the Last Supper. It wasn't Edomites. They was all Jake. You know, which of course any other time they would show, because this was supposedly happened in the 90s and shit. But all the Jake and I think they had who they, you know, called Jesus, you know, Yahweh Shah. I don't know if he had white hair or not, but all the disciples, they were all dark-skinned men. You know, which, hey, you know, they kind of throw it in your face subliminally now. Hey, because like the brother said, the jig is up, man. You know? Hey, that iconoclasm, that shit only worked for so long, man. You know?
And I believe, because it worked two ways. I believe Satan got them doing it. For one, you know, because these devils believe if they show you, they tell you the truth, subconsciously they be like, well, I told you. They ain't gonna outright tell you. They gonna use imagery to tell you. So they ain't gonna be out straightforward with you. But they probably be like to the Lord, you know, they plead. Let's get there in Revelation 12. You know? So they be pleading, telling the Lord, like, well, I told them your people don't want to listen. That's how this devil operate. He believed that if he tell you the truth in increments, that mean, okay, I told you what I was gonna do. I told you who you are. I told you what we gonna do. All right. So hey, man. So why am I? You know, why am I being blamed? All right. Let's get what they stand for. No, it is Revelation 12. It says accused. It's above the accused of my grave.
Oh yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. verse 2.
What you say you about to get off?
I was trying to find that. I'm gonna have to go back
Which
and check
one?
the video. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show y'all brothers where they had the biggest fuck in the background. Too.
Oh, down?
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta finish it.
Back in Revelation, man, that shit got heavy spirits on it. Through the spirit.
Yeah.
I'll talk to y'all about it later. This is Revelation 18 and verse 7 again, or verse 7 it says, how much have she glorified herself and lived deliciously? So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Everything in Isaiah 47.
Yep.
Alright. So it's gonna be like a widow, man, having sorrow. It said this place gonna be tormented, man. Alright, and there's a lot of ways where they can strategically do that. And that it all go back to when the MOTV come and that third woe, man. When that third woe come, men and women gonna get drafted. Alright, it's gonna be a cutoff of food. Alright, ain't gonna be no more imports and exports. Whatever is in this country is gonna be all what we're gonna have in this country. Whatever food is here in that time, that's gonna be all what it is, man. Alright? And people gonna be fighting for portions, man. This place gonna be tormented, man. Alright, you can already feel the spirit right now, man. Hey man, you know, outside ain't popping like it used to be. Alright, don't believe the hype, man. Just because you can look at videos of Jake down in Florida, you know, turning up having fun, don't let that deceive you that we in the time of murder. Hey, look at LA, man. LA is hot, man. People robbing, stealing, and killing people. Cause they pockets hurting, man. Alright, so don't be deceived, man. Alright, take that veil off your eyes and see Babylon for what it really is, man. It ain't looking good. Alright, just because, of course, you know, the heathens can walk about, alright, because they are protected by 911, but let 911 go. Alright, there don't be no protection out here, man. Alright, anybody can get it, man.
That's right.
If you're not a man of the Lord, man, hey, your ass is grass, man. You ain't got no cover.
Big ass target for the demons. No, let's keep going. Verse 8, it says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord power who judgeth her.
Yeah, so a plague's gonna come in one day, man. It ain't gonna take long for this place to go down. Plagues, famine, death, and destruction, man. All those things the Lord have set up to judge this place. Best believe, man, it's here. We see the setup, man. Alright? You know?
Verse 9, and the kings of the earth who have committed fornication with her and lived deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city, Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her, for no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Yep. So hey, America gonna be closed, gonna close up shop, man. Ain't no merchant, ain't gonna be no more buying
Out
and
of
selling.
business.
Yeah, it's gonna be out of business.
Yep.
Big blowout sale, goddamn.
Shalom,
Everything
shalom.
must go.
Yup, everything. People, everything.
Everything.
Just like how Brook Brothers closed up and emptied out.
Yeah.
That's how Babylon. Hey man, they gonna clean house, man. Alright, no missiles, man, gonna be the end all be all. That's gonna be that clearance sale.
Hey, roof no branch.
Sorry,
man.
we are closed at this time.
Yup, and it's not gonna never open up for business, man. It ain't gonna open back up, leave up no roof, no branch.
Yep.
Alright, so the other nations gonna look afar off. Hey, they probably gonna have the news up. They probably gonna have helicopters, everything flying, looking at it. Man, you know, man, it's gonna be a beautiful day, man.
And not only are they going to be focused on America on fire, there's UFOs in the sky.
Yup.
They're gonna be also looking up at the ships, and they're gonna know that the Lord came, and it's gonna be a whole lot in one day.
Can't forget Leviathan. You know, them goots, they scared of Leviathan, but
Oh man.
Why is they gonna pop up?
Man.
Let's say the earth gonna be tossed to and fro like a drunkard. So we probably gonna have land masses forming coming up out the earth. You know, creatures that's been hiding coming out. So they're gonna be way more terrible. And the scriptures do speak about it. Say, spirits created vengeance and teeth. You know, what say a wild beast, beast. You know, having vapor. You know, it speaks of that. You know, you gotta dive a little bit deep, but it do go into detail. There's gonna be creatures out here, man. All right, it's gonna be. You're gonna see a lot of things man, that you never thought you would see.
The earth may look different. The earth may expand, and I'm telling what the Lord gonna do with this second death.
Yeah. And you see, in this chapter, it's specifically talking about Babylon, mainly showing you that this is that place that need to go. Yeah, it's gonna be various other places gonna get destroyed too, but the scriptures don't emphasize them places too much. All right, but we know what brother be bringing out. It's gonna be an assured destruction. All right, so Russia and Europe, various countries in Europe, they know when the third world go down, those the top 3 spots is gonna get hit. But Babylon is the main stage right here, man. All right. Yeah, let's end off on Revelation 12.
Revelation chapter 12, verse 10. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down, which accused them before our power day and night.
Yeah. So the kingdom is coming, man. Alright? And the kingdom is coming to the Israelites, man. The so-called Negros, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. Alright? While he trying to, accuse us, day and night, man. Alright? Trying to point the finger at us. But he the main one that got us in this situation that we in this predicament. How you gonna be the problem and then try to be like, you the one that got the solution? Alright, that's being the ultimate devil. Alright, trying to deceive all across the board, man. You trying to put us in a trap that we can't get ourselves out of, and then you want to point the finger to the Most High, try to blame us on look what your people doing. There was another verse in there. Let me see. No, I think it's pretty much it.
I am too.
All right.
Yeah. She deserves it.
But yeah, man, so basically the devil about to go down, man. Alright, let's get verse 12 over.
Alright. Revelation chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Alright, so the devil, woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Alright, so basically, man, the people on the earth and the creatures on the earth gonna be trouble, man. You kind of see animals washing up on shore, people dying. Alright, when that time, we seeing signs of the times, man. Alright, so woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. Alright, for the devils come down to you having great wrath, because he knows that he have for a short time. He knows his time is short, man. Alright, he know he on the ticket time clock to rule. Alright, he have bounds that he cannot pass, man. Alright, he reaching that time, man. We almost about here, man. They gonna have to make their move to go to war real soon, man. Alright, they trying to push it back as much as they can. Because what Biden said about destroying that pipeline, he said that months ago, but it just went in effect, not too long ago. Alright, showing you, man, these devils have a forked tongue. They tell you what they gonna do, but they push it off from far back. Like this whole, it's gonna be a dark winter. They've been saying that for 2 years. Man. But we know it's inevitable, it's gonna come. But it's like, damn, man, you keep saying y'all these devils keep saying they plans, but they too twisty to enact it. You know, but hey man, we know that hey the Lord gonna allow them to make their move soon. So Lord willing the edifying gonna look and count. So that being said, I'm gonna give our praise to
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash.
We give double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, the rule and teacher, and citation, all your arguing, speaking truth and all honesty and sincerity. All right, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah,
Baba Bo, Kwam Yasha Allah.
Mr. Robert.
Ah.